No, my name is Emmanuel. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why, but anyway, I think it's a human nature. Ish, I don't believe it. That today, or this month, I'm sincere. This year, For me, it feels like yesterday, and then my first meeting, where I used to sit and listen, people sharing. I couldn't even read the preambles, when I'm reading the paper is shaking. I'm scared counting words in the preamble. I used to just listen, come to meeting and sit and listen. I think I did that for almost a year, coming to a meeting but not sharing. I think that helped me a lot to understand what is going on in the psyche, what is going on in the field of recovery. My second year, I think it's where I started doing my steps. Even though I used to come to meeting not high or drunk, but I came to meetings sober, the whole year, but I didn't do anything that shows I'm doing the steps or get the sponsor. In my second year, I started having a sponsor doing my 12-step program properly. It was something that I thought maybe from step 1 to 12, it's an easy thing. There's a few steps. But when I go through in details, then I realized, these steps know me better than I know myself. When I was doing step 1, I realized, I'm beyond repairs, and then what? But step 2 gave me hope, and the hope is the big one, obvious, out of my own understanding. Step 3 as well, helped me a lot when I realized I had to submit my will and my life to the care of God. And then from there, it was easy for me to do all the steps, through step 5. Step 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Then I started to join the guys who do H9. Then I enjoy doing that as well, when there's some street store in Devon, I joined the guys there. And for me, it was still lovey-dovey birthdays, where I think everything is cool. But after my second year, then things started to be tough. Recovery for me, it is not like an addiction where everything is for free, everything you grab them. Here you need to apply the spiritual principles. Where I had to apply being honest. In my life I was dishonest for 15 years. So to be honest, it was something ish. And to stop stealing, it was another thing. Stop drinking, it was another thing. Stop lying and cheating and manipulating people for whatever I want. It was very, very hard. Because I learned to live life with lifetimes, which was not easy for me. I used to break rules and don't care. So you apply the rules. My life, I think, in recovery, God saw that I'm a hardcore and I'm coming from a background where it wasn't for anyone, because in myself, I don't know how I survived that. I'm the only one who survived by the grace of God. My brothers are in jail for almost life. My other brothers, they died, But the grace of God, I'm still alive. I don't know how I've been through all those circumstances. I don't know. But I always say it is the grace of God that even still today I'm still alive. And the fact that I make it in recovery I think the crisis that brought me in recovery, they always tell me to stick around because I know if I go back into it's nothing else but dead. It won't be a jail for me because when I'm drunk, I become a monster, an animal that I can't even control myself. I destroy most of the time. But yeah, in recovery, I learned, even I'm not too fast to learn things and grab things and do the right thing and know it's the right thing, but I do the baby steps, and I always appreciate the supports that I have here in the fellowship. You know, the likes of my sponsor. Even today we were sharing, it feels like yesterday because my recovery was not easy. It wasn't easy, but for him, because he's a long timer, he was always there. Joy as well was always there for me to say, no, you will make it. Just do the right thing and know it's the right thing. Come to meetings, you know, contact your sponsor, pray like you never prayed before. You know, and I did that. You know, I think God, for me, He gave me a platform for where I need to share my experience. And then by doing that, I did apply the saying, we keep what we have by giving it away. And by doing that, by helping others, it's bounced back, I'm helping myself. Because the minute I get an opportunity to go to SCCSA, yes. The minute I get that opportunity, I saw the growth in my recovery. When I came back, Corin came to an office in Scott Street to work professionally. And for me to get the office, it was something amazing because I was coming from Mona Road in Kevin where I was sleeping in the streets, hopeless, godless. But when I got the office, I was like, yo, actually, it seems like I win a lot, you know. But I think there I worked only 2 days, but I got 2 people to assist there. And then the second person I had to refer him to Pachevskin Recovery Center, which is in Marburg. Then when I came there, the owner of the center said to me, Emmanuel, I know you were so in Scott Mall, you were selling hairpiece, and you got all that money and you have edits. Can you please work in my center? I was like, I think I had to speak to my sponsor about that. And when I spoke to my sponsor, I said, why you block your blessing? Because this is your blessing. Go and see what you can do. By going there, helping others there, and I think that was an opportunity for me to be in a safe place where there's no drugs, no alcohol, no distraction. And it's where I grow from strength to strength. I remember I got a call to ask this Palito Speaker Jam where I had an opportunity to share my training home. So there I got another guy from Pizza. He said to me, Emmanuel, can you please come and assist us in our rehab in Pizza. So I went there. That was another opportunity, that was another platform that God gave me to say, Emmanuel, you need a secure place, you need a safe place where there is no distraction, because me, myself, and I, in my active addiction, I used to get easily, tempted, in a nonsense where I can just drink and do whatever I was doing, destroying my life and the life of people around me. So for me going there, helping other people there, I was helping myself as well. Coming back to Potchefstroom as well. And then I said to myself, I think I need to stand up now and just have my own thing, I've been helping there. You know, because I'm helping all these people, and I'm getting nothing. I still don't have money. I can't buy myself clothes. Still can't support my child, support my granny, support myself. Then I got an opportunity to have a sober house in Shelly Beach. It's where I think I grew, and I saw that now I'm in recovery. You know, I'm not just an ordinary person anymore. People believe in me, and when people see me, they see light and hope. Because most of the people, they know Emmanuel is coming from beyond rock bottom, you know. So when I was working there, I opened a lot of meetings down there. I have a lot of people down there. You know, it's where I met Nitesh, you know, in a church there where I opened an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. You know, by doing that, for me, I think I help myself a lot. But I always praise, you know, the guidance from my sponsor, the guidance from my higher power, because still today I'm sitting there, I'm still sober and clean, and I'm grateful, you know, for all the things that I achieved in recovery. These are the things that I wouldn't achieve if I'm still in active addiction. Coming back, you know, to my personal life, you know, going up and down, and people getting calls from Johannesburg to come and help my color, because my color, as my people, they always believe that the fellowship of recovery is for white people. As you can see in the cycle now, let's say you are coming, this is your first meeting, you will think, this is a fellowship of white people. But when I went to Johannesburg and shared my message of strength and hope, the guys who were my color, they realized, you know, the saying of their fellowship is for white people is all nonsense, you know, because there is a guy like me who make it in recovery. And then they tried and tried. Some of them were still in contact, they're still doing well. And then these are the fruits, you know. For me, I don't think in active addiction I will get an opportunity to go to Johannesburg. This trip I only get when I was sober and clean, you know. Yeah, and then, you know, yes, going to Cape Town as well. That was another trip, you know, that I only did when I'm in recovery, because it was my dream to go to Cape Town, but in active addiction, even if I can have a grant, I don't think I will think of getting a ticket and have a trip to Cape Town rather than buying alcohol and use like I never used before. You know, there's a lot of things that I achieved in recovery. You know, being honest to myself, you know, being honest to people around me, having my family back, having my son back, having the trust and love and unconditional love from my granny. I think we were like the worst enemy with my granny because I was doing something that she doesn't want. You know, when I was in active addiction, I used to drink the whole day and night, and my granny used to sit and wait for me, you know, praying that Emmanuel is coming back home safe. If he heard the noise of the gun shooting, then she's going to cry, obviously. I remember coming home the other night with a lot of blood in my t-shirts. And then she heard the noise of the gun shooting. When I knocked the door, she opened the door and she saw the blood. And, you know, those are the things that I'm not proud of, but anyway, I was there, you know. Yeah, today, when we were sitting in the sitting room watching a TV together, she used to look at me and shake her head, and I'm like, what is wrong? She's like, no, I'm grateful. Today we can watch the news, the generation, and the next program. And I know for sure when you go out, you go straight to your room, you sleep, and you wake up, you have no hangover, no stories, no worries, no community forum coming to my house anymore, no police coming with you and say you have a case, you're not going to court anymore. All those kind of things. When she's telling me all those things, I'm grateful because when I was in massive addiction, my room has got a window. Myself coming from hell. I used to do my nonsense, break people's neck wherever I do that, and then come back and lock myself in a room, put the locker through the window, and then lock the window and lock myself in. In the morning from 6, 7, 8, I hear people, coming to complain to my granny. Your son did this to me. Your son stabbed me yesterday. Your son broke my head with the poultry of Smirnoff yesterday. Then the community forum coming looking for me. The police. I'm listening. I'm sleeping in my room. Then they see this locker outside. They think, no, this pastor is not in the room. Meanwhile, I'm inside sleeping, listening all the nonsense that I'm doing. The minute I open the door, my friend is like, you're going to die. That's what I know now. You better kill yourself so I can see your grave because you're going to die. And I'm like, but the grace of God, there was a time where I said to myself, enough is enough. I have nothing to do now, but I must try and help myself. To stop doing my nonsense, to stop drinking, to stop the life of chaos. It wasn't easy for me. It wasn't easy. I tried so hard. The love of changing my life was there, but the problem was, I don't know how, But luckily enough, there was a guy who came to my way and said, Emmanuel, the way you look now, you're not right. You're beyond repair. And that guy, he was back from the house in the hill. He said to me, no, I will try to help you by taking you to the rooms. You just go with me there. If it's not good for you, then you leave. I'm not forcing you, but I want you to go and see if it can work for you. So I said to myself, let me go with him and see what is he talking about. And then the minute we were waiting for the meeting to start there were no cars outside, no one was there. It was me, him, and the other lady from my township. So we were waiting there from 5:30 till 6 o'clock, and I'm not that type of a person who can wait. I was like, what are we waiting for in a church like this here? These people, they want to think maybe we want to break the church. Then he said, no, wait. Then 6:30, then we saw the cars coming, and I saw clean people. There were no one like me, I saw only clean people who were driving cars, people that I can say, I'm looking for a job, and then, but, all those people, they said to me, Emmanuel, you are the most important person. I was like, how? A vulnerable person like me is so special. Then they hugged me, they gave me some cigarettes, they made me coffee, they gave me a biscuit, Then the cycle started. And I was in the cycle, confused, don't even know what the cycle all about. When the people are reading the preambles, even to read, to listen properly, because in my life, I wanted people to listen to me. If they don't want to listen to me, I force them to listen to me. So now, in this cycle, I was about to listen. Then I had to listen, keep quiet and listen. I only got one message that day. The message I received that day was, those who keep coming back regular in these meetings, stay clean. And that message for me was enough for the day. Because I went back home, this thing kept on repeating itself to me. Emmanuel, you need help. You want help. So this saying, those who keep coming back regular in these meetings, stay clean. So you need to keep coming back. Yeah. Okay, let me try. And then when I came to the next meeting, the guy who opened the doors for me was not there. I said, what is going on? Then I received another message in the meeting, And another message was, it works if you work it, so work it because you work it. It was like, Let me keep coming back and see, I realized one thing by coming to this cycle. Even though I was confused, even though I couldn't read the preambles, even though I couldn't even say the serenity prayer, but I realized one thing. For me, being in the cycle, I go out a different person. I feel relieved. I feel like belong someone. I feel the unconditional love. I feel there is hope. And the hope is the cycle. So I keep on coming. And then there was another meeting, which I think that meeting helped me a lot. It was in the Methodist Church on a Monday. It was a men's meeting where I met Stephen Bell, Joe, Darren. I can name people, some of them are not here, but I'm grateful that most of them are here. It's where I crawl, and then it's where I find people who will help me crawling, doing the baby steps, growing from strength to strength. Today I'm grateful sitting here. I see Stereo is there. There is another one who makes sure that, because he sees the willingness, the open mind, and the honest. He was there for me. Walking from Mandawi to a meeting, for a guy like me, it's not easy. I pass the merchant, they call me for a scale for free. When I pass the tavern, they call me for alcohol for free. And I refuse until they realize this one is not drinking anymore. And then they come to me and they say, you're always passing us here. Where are you going? I said, I go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Then the guy said, can we come with you? I said, yes, you can come. Then the guy started to come to meetings. Then I realized, God, the reason why God saved my life, while my brothers were dying, while my brothers were getting sentenced, which is unbelievable sentence of 75 years. My brother, who is my cousin brother, I think so. I don't know how to say this, but my older father, which was my father's brother's son, is serving 212 years in Kokstad. So the only way I can see him is through HNI. Fortunately, in 2018, I got a call from Kokstad. The social worker phoned me to come and share the message of strength and hope in Kokstad. I don't even know where she got my number, but I went there to Kokstad. It was the 3rd of November, 2018. It's where I got an opportunity to see him. And there was a guy who was in charge of the gangsterism that is going on in the prison of Kokstad. He passed the message to me. I think that for me going there was a plan of God to get that message, because that guy said to me, Emmanuel, you know pain, you know pain, you know suffering. The only thing now you need to do out there, because we don't see ourselves going out, We are serving a lot of years. You need to go out there and show people that as prisoners, we can change. And how are you going to do that? You need to stop drinking, stay away from drugs, stay away from weapons, and stick to recovery. I was like, ish, I came to pass the message, but I get the message and I'm going back home. And I used that because the way they were listening to me, the way they pay attention when I was talking to them, it was easy for me to get that message and come back home and use that message. Because even in these rooms, we are here for one solution, which is to stay away from the fixed number one, because we know one drink is 1,000 and 1,000 will never be enough for an alcoholic like me, you know. So if they tell me that, I need to use this. So what I can say is, I don't know myself anymore. You know, I just appreciate of being honest. You know, I appreciate of just for today or one day at a time or 1 second or a moment to try not stealing, to try not to manipulate people, to try not drinking, to try and help others as much as we can, to try and do the right thing and know it's the right thing. Today, I let down one family. And I'm sure my phone is keep on ringing because last week, Thursday, I went to Swalume to do an awareness. The people that were there, most of them get shot. They passed away. And then I got this message to come and bury them, peace, to come and share that dying in active addiction is one of the bitter end. And I said to them, I will come. But when I sit down and listen to myself, I don't want to go there. You know? I went there, I passed the message. If they try to stay away from whatever I said they must stay away, they wouldn't have experienced the bitter end, which is death. So it is my time today to come and share what keeps me sober for this long. Last time I said I cannot share. Yes, I know why I said I cannot share. In the Friday meeting, my sponsor wasn't there. My sponsor was not available. So my recovery, as from the day number one, my sponsor was always there. And I don't remember myself sharing without my sponsor. So now we were alcoholic, but now we pretend to be a family, guys. 6 years is not 6 hours, 6 minutes or 6 seconds. You know, we are family. So I don't see myself sharing the hard work that my sponsor puts in my life and the effort that he puts in my life to change just for today, one day at a time. Guys, I think I share a lot now. Thanks for the meeting, guys. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks, Emmanuel.